Hey, welcome. Today we're going to talk about a mindset that is, and I mean this, absolutely essential for anyone starting out on an ambitious path, especially if you're looking at the world of trading. This is all about changing the way you see the journey ahead, because believe me, your success is decided way before you ever see a dollar of profit.
So let's just start with a really simple but really powerful question. I want you to actually think about this for a second. Look at what you do every day, your job, your habits. Are you actually, honestly, building your own dream? And this quote just lays it all out there, doesn't it? It's a choice, plain and simple. You're either the person drawing up the blueprints for your life, or you're the one getting paid to lay bricks for someone else's building. And that feeling, right there, is why so many people are drawn to trading. They want to be the architect.
Which brings us to our first big idea, the call to freedom. This is about that little voice in your head, that feeling that there's got to be something more than the 9-to-5, follow-the-rules path that we're all told to walk.
And when you hear that call, you're faced with a fundamental choice. You have to choose your pain. It's unavoidable. On one side, you've got the pain of discipline. It hurts now. It's the grind, the study, the early mornings. But on the other side, you've got the pain of regret. And that's a pain that lasts a lifetime. It's the constant thought of, what if I had just started? One pain is an investment. The other is a life sentence.
Now, this might sound a little intense, but think about it. A salary is comfortable. It's predictable. It's safe. But that safety can be a trap. It's just enough comfort to make you forget about that bigger dream you had, the one with unlimited potential. It's the bribe you accept to stay put.
Okay, so let's say you decide to reject that bribe. You answer the call. Now comes the most important part of the entire journey, building your unseen foundation. This is the hard part. This is the work that no one will ever see, clap for, or even notice.
And the best way to understand this is with the story of the Chinese bamboo tree. It is the perfect metaphor for what it takes to succeed as a trader. You see, for years, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, where nobody can see, it's building this massive, powerful root system that will support its future growth.
So, here you are, year one. You're studying charts, you're reading books, you're back testing, you're putting in the hours every single day. You are watering that seed. And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No visible growth. Then comes year two. That initial rush of excitement is gone. Now it's just a grind. And the doubts start to whisper in your ear. Your friends are asking you why you're wasting all this time on your computer. And still, no visible growth.
Year three is where it gets really hard. You're getting zero feedback from the world that what you're doing is working. It feels isolating. You might even see other people getting rich quick on some random investment, and you're just sticking to your boring old process. Still, nothing.
And then, year four. This is the make or break year. 4 straight years of disciplined, focused effort with absolutely nothing to show for it on your bottom line. This is the point where almost everyone quits, right before everything is about to change.
So what's the mindset you need to survive those 4 years? It's this, right here. You have to be incredibly impatient with your actions. Do more, learn faster, push harder every single day. But you have to be endlessly, infinitely patient with your results. You have to trust that the work you're putting in underground is going to pay off. You know, this whole foundation building process is really powered by one simple idea that most people get wrong. You have to fail forward to grow stronger. We need to completely redefine what failure means.
I love this analogy. If you try to help a butterfly by cutting open its cocoon, it'll be too weak to fly and it will die. It needs that struggle. That fight is what builds the strength in its wings. And for you, as a trader, every mistake, every loss, every moment of frustration, that's your cocoon. It's not a punishment. It's strength training.
And getting through that struggle takes discipline. But don't think of discipline as being hard on yourself. It's the exact opposite. Discipline is the deepest form of self-love. You're basically telling your future self, hey, I believe in you so much that I'm willing to go through this discomfort now so you can have an amazing life later.
So what's the actual purpose of all this failure? Well, first, it's a test. It shows you and the universe how badly you really want this. Second, it's just data. A failed trade isn't a reflection of you. It's just information telling you what not to do next time. Third, it builds mental toughness so you don't freak out when the market gets crazy. And finally,
every single one of those failures is literally a stone you're laying down on the road to your own success. So after all that, all the hidden work, the struggle, the discipline, the failing forward, then and only then comes the moment everyone has been waiting for, the breakthrough.
And bam! Year 5. That Chinese bamboo tree doesn't just grow, it explodes. It shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. It's incredible. But here's the real question. Did it grow 90 feet in 6 weeks? Of course not. It grew 90 feet in 5 years.
And that is the most important lesson of all. Everyone else is just going to see the 90-foot tree. They'll call it an overnight success. They'll say you got lucky. But you'll know the truth. You'll know about the 4 years of watering a patch of dirt. Real lasting success is never, ever what it looks like from the outside.
The one skill, the one superpower that makes all of this possible is called delayed gratification. It's simple. It's being able to say no to the small, easy win right now so you can get the massive, life-changing win later. For a trader, that means not chasing a dumb, risky trade for a quick buck, but sticking to a plan that will build real wealth over time.
And where does all this lead, this whole journey of patience and discipline? It leads right here. It leads to you finally becoming the architect of your life. And trust me, this is about so much more than just money. This is about real freedom.
And I'll let you in on a little secret. The moment you truly taste that freedom, the freedom to control your time, your income, your destiny, something inside you changes forever. You become, for all intents and purposes, unemployable. You can just never go back to building someone else's dream again.
Because in the end, it all comes down to this. Your destiny isn't some pre-written story. It's a structure that you have to build. And the second you truly, deeply accept that you are the one in charge, that you are holding the tools, that's when everything begins to change.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought. We're all taught to be afraid of risk, but the biggest risk in life is taking no risk at all. That is the one guaranteed path to a life of regret. So, the question isn't if you should risk something. The question is, what are you willing to risk to build the life you actually want?